Yo, 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 what's good, world? Y'all already know who it is, man. It's your boy Gio. I'm back with another one, man. Got something for y'all. This right here is something about an update, man. It's about your boy Youngboy, man. NBA Youngboy. They saying that he's accepting the plea deal, for his local prescription fraud case as part of a global resolution. Okay, let me give you some information on this. They saying that was a class A misdemeanor, and he's gonna be doing some time, which is gonna be says the rapper will then be transferred to federal custody to begin serving 27 months in prison, followed by the 60 months of probation, and he's gonna be paying a $25,000 fine, and then the case would be closed. So basically, they're saying that he's going to be doing 27 months. So he's going to do a little over 2 years in prison. And then he's going to come out and do 60 months of probation, which is a better situation than what Young Thug got. I'm not sure if they're saying this is all of his cases because I thought that he had another case. Correct me if I'm wrong. Talk to me in the comments if he had another case on top of this one. I thought he had another one, but right now is what they're saying as far as the update. That's what he's going to be doing. He's going to have that 60 months probation. Then he got to do 27 months in prison. So for me, I think Young Boy's gonna be fine. He's one of the biggest artists that's out. I mean, he's bigger than Drake, So I think for him, his age, how old did he say? He's 20. I know he's in his he's 25. I figured. Yep, he's 25 years old, and they said that he was arrested and booked into the Cache County jail, and that's in New Orleans. Uh, yeah, Louisiana, and I think that he's gonna get out, man. He's gonna blow up even more. Me personally, you know how they say, like for instance, Young Thug, he came out now and he's blown up even more. So man, he's gonna get um, more of a bag, honestly. More promotion, more publicity, more advertising promotion. I think Young Boy being his age, I mean, when he gets out, he's gonna be 27. This dude's still gonna be young, man. Like he got his whole life ahead of him, man. I think he's gonna be one of the ones that's really gonna go onto the top, man, of the game. He's already been at the top of the game, man. But by this happening to him, they had some of his fans were trying to bail him out and stuff, man, asking how much is the bond. I mean, Young Boy has the craziest fans, man. Academics even explained that, numerous times about his fan base and everyone that loves him, man. His fans is different, man. They wanted to come and pick that dude out and get him out, man. He was already on probation at his house on Gravedigger Island. Gravedigger, yeah, Island, whatever it is. But yeah, your boy is doing it, man. And he's not gonna have no crazy time to do. So he's still gonna be young when he get out, man. This dude's gonna blossom even more, man. This dude's gonna probably be like he drop an album. I know he's going double, triple, or quad platinum when he gets out, man. And I know it's gonna be some big dogs waiting to work with him, like your Drakes, your Kendrick Lamars, maybe Young Thug, Lil Baby, all the big dogs, man. I know they're gonna be ready to work with him, man. Lil Wayne might even do something with him. Nicki Minaj, all the big names, man. Cardi B, 21 Savage, all of those guys, man. I know they're gonna be collabing. He's probably, man, you know what? By it being Yo Boy, I'm not even surprised if he's able to record while he's locked up, because I know he's giving out a bag while he's locked up. So check this one out. Let me know what y'all think on this right here, man. This hit different. He's chilling, being locked up. He's hooking everybody up with not even a sweat, not even thinking about it. I know he's thinking about what Quando Rondo and Lil Durk's going through. I know he's like, man, Lil Durk locked up. Quando Rondo, he's getting more publicity now on everything that happened to Lil Pap and Lil Tim and whatnot, man. And I know he's, looking at that and seeing what's going on with that. And, he's happy that, they can resolve that. Dirt turned Muslim, Quando Rondo turned Muslim. He's accepting everything that what was going on as far as their beef to be, eliminated. So I know he's happy about that. And I know he's going to be happy when he get out, man. When he get out, he's going to be on probation, man. They're going to be running him up as far as his streams, his sales, man. This dude got some fans for real, man. Some big fans, man. So y'all check this one out. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I just had to give y'all that update. It just came out, man, about how he took the plea deal, man, and the time that he's gonna have served, man, and what's going on, his thoughts with Lil Durk and the Quando Rondo situation, how they resolved that. But now he found out Lil Durk's locked up as well, it's a crazy situation, man. So let me know what y'all think about this. Let's talk about it in the comments, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. Subscribe, man. I appreciate all y'all love and support. As always, man. We are the team, man. Without y'all, man, I couldn't do it, man. And I appreciate y'all support, man. And we're growing, man. We're getting it, man. And we're gonna continue to run this bad boy up, man. And we're gonna keep going from there, man. And definitely, like I said, once again, man, appreciate all your love and support, man. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay warm, stay happy, healthy. I'm gonna holler at y'all boys, man, gals. I'm out.
So the plea deal he took, he's going to plead guilty to having a firearm. The crazy thing is he spent about like 2 years fighting this on house arrest. We had heard that the trial for this was going to be in July. Obviously, July came and went. We're now in August. Apparently got pushed back again. And now we're seeing a declaration, and I'll post this up. He signed this declaration here. It says, I, Kentrell Golden, who's the defendant, has been informed that a felony indictment is pending against me in the above designated case. I wish to plead guilty. Now, this is coming from his Louisiana case that, he eventually got bond on. He went to Utah. He was allowed to be there. He beat the case that he had in California, but he had this one case left. I believe that, I don't know if maybe one of his lawyers has talked to him or talked some sense into him, even though, this could have probably been done before. You have so many legal situations mounting. There's zero chance you're going to walk out of here. Zero chance you're just going to be free.
Here today, you can just go down to the front counter and pay that fine.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything further that his counsel online need to put on the record? I think I understand the global resolution, but if you'd like to put anything further on the record, you can do so now.
No, Your Honor.
Anything from the state, Mr. Keller?
The state will submit based on that stipulated agreement. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Golden, the court is going to impose a fine in the amount of $25,000 and order you to pay that today. It does appear that you do have a cashier's check in that amount now. And so based upon the stipulation between the state of Utah and Mr. Golden, the court will reduce his 4 felony counts on the identity fraud and the forgery down one step to Class A misdemeanors pursuant to Utah Code 76-3-402, and your case will close. Now, the reason that the court is willing to sentence you to just the fine and then closing the case, Mr. Golden, is because it's been represented to me that there is a global resolution between federal prosecutors and state prosecutors whereby you will be serving a substantial amount of time in federal prison, apparently 27 months, and after which 60 months of supervised probation, where you'll be monitored to make sure that you're doing well in your active recovery and that you are staying out of trouble and not having any dangerous weapons, including firearms, in your possession. Mr. Golden, I've seen so many times that good men and women who have a lot of talent and potential, that they can be robbed of that potential when they start to really struggle with their addiction. So I don't want that for you. You seem like a very talented young man. I'm hoping in your future that once you're done with your federal prison time, that you can be really successful on federal probation and have a really bright future where you can reach your full potential in every aspect of your life. Best of luck to you, Mr. Golden.
Thank you.
Anything
Thank you, Your
further?
Honor. That's all I have, if I could
Okay.
excuse.
You may.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Your Honor, and thank you for letting us appear virtually.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. All right. Mr. Golden, have you had enough time to speak to your attorneys about this decision to enter into this plea bargain?
Yes.
Have they gone over with you the rights that you would be waiving by accepting this plea bargain and entering no contest pleas and being sentenced today and having this case closed?
Yes.
Do you understand that a no contest plea has the same effect as a guilty plea in a lot of ways? The court will sentence someone on a no contest plea the same as it would a guilty plea, although you would still be maintaining your innocence. You would acknowledge that the government has sufficient evidence to meet each and every element of the charges that you would be pleading no contest to.
Yes.
Mr. Golden, are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol today?
No.
Are you on any medications right now?
No.
Are you thinking clearly today and understanding everything that's happening in court?
Yes.
Has anybody forced you or coerced you to get you to accept this plea bargain?
No.
Are you pleading no contest today because you believe that the government does have sufficient evidence to be able to prove each of these each of the 10 charges that you would be entering a no contest plea to today beyond a reasonable doubt?
No.
Are you acknowledging that even though you're maintaining your innocence, that the government would still be able to prove these charges in court potentially, and so you believe it's in your best interest to accept a plea bargain?
No.
In order for me to accept your no contest plea, I just need to better understand and make sure that you are acknowledging that the global resolution of these cases is in your best interest, and that there is some basis for you to be accepting the plea bargain. There is some evidence that you believe would justify you accepting the plea bargain. Are you able to acknowledge that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand that a no contest plea has the same effect as a guilty plea in a lot of ways? The court will sentence someone on a no contest plea the same as it would a guilty plea, although you would still be maintaining your innocence. You would acknowledge that the government has sufficient evidence to meet each and every element of the charges that you would be pleading no contest to.
Yes.
Mr. Golden, are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol today?
No.
Your right to your preliminary hearing.
Yes.
All right, do you understand that the standard at a preliminary hearing is a much lower burden of proof that the government would have to meet than at trial? So instead of proof beyond a reasonable doubt, it's a lower burden of proof, which is there a reasonable belief that a crime was committed by you? And the court has to view all the evidence that it would receive in a light most favorable to the government, to the prosecution. Understanding that legal standard and having had discussions with your attorneys, do you hereby waive your right to your preliminary hearing?
Yes.
All right. The court finds that Mr. Golden has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to his preliminary hearing. He will be bound over for trial on all the charges set forth in the information, the charging document in this case. Bail will be set through stipulation of the parties at $100,000. That will be bondable. And in talking to the attorneys, it sounds like they would like to set this out for an arraignment at a later point in time.
We are going to waive a preliminary hearing in this matter. In exchange for that, a bond will be set at $100,000. Mr. Golden will be able to use a commercial company to make that bond. That will be an aggregate bond covering everything in total as contained in the charging instrument.
Okay, very good. So we'll set Mr. Golden's arraignment out in about 60 days. That arraignment would take place through WebEx. We'll have Mr. Golden brought here to the courthouse, and then if Mr. Finling would like to appear remotely for that hearing, he may do so. Also, if the attorneys reach some sort of resolution prior to those 60 days expiring, then just reach out to Angie and we'll get that on my calendar in a timely fashion. Angie, a date about 60 days out for that arraignment on a Monday morning, probably. July 1st, at what time? 9? Okay, so that would be July 1st at 9 a.m. or 1:30 p.m. Mountain Time, whatever you'd prefer.
Either one.
Okay, let's do 9 a.m. Does that work for the state?
It does, yes.
All right, Mr. Golden, your arraignment will be July 1st, 9 a.m. You'll be brought over from the Cache County Jail, assuming that you're still incarcerated. If not, you'd be able to appear remotely for that hearing as well, or appear in person, whatever your preference would be. Is there anything else that needs to be stated on the record here today, counsel?
Not on behalf of Mr. Golden.
Nothing further from the state.
All right, with that, we'll conclude this hearing. Court is adjourned.
NBA Youngboy just got sentenced to 27 months in jail and 60 months of probation with no alcohol or drugs allowed. Now, he's been fighting this case for a minute. He's been gone off the scene for a little while, and today he finally got sentenced. Now, 27 months is a little over 2 years. It's like 2 years and 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I think he's going to be out in less time, probably like a year or so, maybe even shorter than that. 60 months of probation, he didn't get a bad deal. And maybe this is actually what he needs. Maybe Youngboy actually needs some rehabilitation. Now, I don't know if this prison is actually going to go through the process of rehabilitating my guy. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully he can come back and not only just stay out the way, but just like change his life around, bro. I think this is what people need. You feel me? I think this is what he needs, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm not going to wish jail or prison or anything on him, but I just hope that he actually gets better, you know what I'm saying? And not always trying to crash out or just do the most. You feel what I'm saying?
They grant him house arrest on what's called Gravedigger Mountain in Utah. So he basically gets like this $10-15 million house. He tells the judge, I'm going to pay $2.4 million a month for like around the clock security, trained per people. And, you know, obviously he's still going to have his ankle monitor on. He also picked a house where the probation officer was going to be even close by there. It's kind of shocking that he would even need a gun up in Utah. I've been there. I'm telling you, they have a small army guard in the nigga. Multiple shifts, checkpoints, all type of shit. They were treating the shit like it was almost like a maximum security jail. Like, to keep it real, Donald Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania didn't have better people protecting him than Youngboy has 24 hours a day. Like, I'm going up there, these niggas got silencers, they got snipers. Like, these niggas was planning for some other shit. But I'm guessing when you got the money, you could just pay niggas just to be a small army.
I talked to the young boys, I'm like, yo, so what's up with them? He's like, oh, no, homie, those are ops, right? I'm like, so what happened? He's like, nah. What it means is he don't even, I don't know.
You don't know why they beefing?
No, he don't even know, but he know those is not cool. That's his information that he received. That's the way he feel about it. And it's real to him because they gonna act off it. When you see like NBA Youngboy and Lil Durk, and they got extreme going on. But when it happens, NBA Youngboy will be away. So Durk has an extreme advantage because he's actually out and meeting people. You still gotta be conscious of street because the street, you can just be oblivious to it in the streets. I'll catch up with you and eat you like breakfast, man. Like, it is what it is. Nah, that's like when you reach out to Drake, and he go, nah, I fuck Durk. You know, everybody young boy wanted to do something to that nigga. You said what? He said, I wish that nigga would have said something in my face.
Bro, when I say Louisiana already had the worst laws, worst prison system. You know, Louisiana, anywhere else, second-degree murder, you might get 20, 30 years. You go to trial in Louisiana for second-degree murder, it's an automatic life sentence. Other states, manslaughter is 5 to 15 years, something like that. Louisiana, 40, automatic. You know, so we got a governor who, I don't want to say too much about him or whatever, because even though I'll never move back there again, but he's not fucking around. After August 1st, if you go to jail for 10 years, you used to go to jail for 10 years in Louisiana and you do 3. And probably 6 months on house arrest. Now you go to jail, you doing flat time. And he's allowing you to get guns at 18. So what is this?
Wait. Well, you can always get guns at 18. Was it 21 over there?
Yeah, it was 21 over there.
Oh, okay. California's 18.
18 in Louisiana now. So this is chess.
Oh, so more people are going to go to jail because of the guns?
More people going to shoot people. And your ass never coming home. So Louisiana, I mean, I wouldn't, you know, hopefully my cousin will be governor one day, Ted James. But right now, it's not a place you want to be, especially if you're trying to commit a crime.
Well, speaking of crimes in Louisiana, NBA Youngboy just got sent back to Baton Rouge, 63 charges over prescription drug fraud allegations. I like Youngboy's music. I don't know him personally. I've never talked to him. It was kind of shocking to me because, look, I understand that this is not the ideal situation being on house arrest. I get it. I know you can go a little stir crazy, but you're living in a $5.5 million mansion on like 100 acres with snowmobiles. All your kids are there. All your baby mothers can come see you. Rappers and producers can come work with you. Whatever the situation is, it's way better than a jail cell.
Way better. I did time.
Way better.
I would sit on house arrest. If I had a choice to,
anyone had a choice.
On house arrest the rest of my fucking
You ain't
life.
getting no pussy in jail.
I can see my kids. I got life, man. I mean.
And what does he have, like 11 kids at this point?
I don't know.
You got a lot of kids.
He passed me up.
And you couldn't stay off the pills to the point where you're actually, from what they're saying, he was calling up pharmacies, pretending to be doctors, and there was girls that were.
I just feel like when you need help, you need help. I mean, I was facing jail time. This right before I went. And I couldn't get off the weed and codeine, like.
So codeine?
I needed help. I never, when I got to prison, I did more codeine than I was doing on the streets. I needed help. It was no amount of time that I was facing that could make me get off it. Vlad, you gotta understand, we be needing help.
Youngboy living like a king. He got multiple checkpoints. He got a small militia garden. He lives on a mountain, literally. I used to say, that nigga talking about Gravedigger Mountain. That nigga probably live on a molehill. No, that's an actual mountain. You know how I could tell? When I pulled up to the gates at the very bottom, by the time we drive, supposedly it's about like 6,000 feet up in the air. When we get up there, nigga, it's a blizzard. I'm like, what the fuck? It's a different temperature at his house than the gate. I promise you. You would think it's Pablo Escobar up on that damn mountain. Mansion big as a motherfucker. This nigga got everything in the world. Nigga threw me the keys. Yo, could you move my girl Bentley back there? Move my G-Wagon in there and maybe I'm like, oh, goddamn. I went up in there. There's all type of car. I'm like, holy. I see some shit pull up. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Nigga, it looked like a tank. Something out of Iraq, except it's some snow shit. It's just like crawling. It has the fucking, you know when you see tanks and it has that little, the wheel thing? It's like a little turn belt. Like, what the fuck is this? I'm seeing him doing donuts. I'm like, what the hell? I said, what the hell is this shit? I said, yeah, this is some other shit. I said, what? I said, this is legal? I said, yeah, for YB it's legal. Yeah.
All right, man, let's do it, bitch. You know, grave digging mom. I don't want to do too much talking or rub me the wrong way. I'm going to treat you with the most respect ever. Make yourself at home. You're going to have a lot of fun.
Thank you, man.
This interview ain't going to be like no other interview. Keep the camera rolling 24/7, my friend. It's nice to meet y'all. Let's get off into some shit.
I met you before. We did sneaker shopping. Do you remember? How are you, brother?
There's always an activity to do. And it's also like, you know, if you're a kid, you're so used to like not having a place to go outside and play. You're always on the iPad. Here, it's like
she got the lake to go to.
So much to do.
Yeah. Park City.
You got the snow sleds and all that.
Yeah.
You go to Park City a lot?
Nah. I've been inside going on three years.
The kids go without you? Yeah.
They go a lot of places.
How long do you have any end of date when it comes to, you know, you being able to leave and move around a little freely? No. Damn.
I get to go to the cemetery in the lake sometime.
Oh, that's good. I mean, you've made the best of it, man. I was gonna ask you, man, like, you're still putting out music at such a high rate. I love the Run record you just dropped. That shit is hard.
Man, I'm a fucking animal right now, boy. They play with my name like I ain't that thing. Say I've been rapping my ass off, and Jason, you won't tell them about it?
But no, man, like, listen, obviously, dude, like, you're stuck here, right? So I can only imagine, like, does writer's block happen? Does a lack of inspiration happen sometimes? Or is this just, you're just always dialed in?
Behind this music shit, I turn into a lunatic. I create a story to talk about.
I like that. Yeah.
There ain't never no dull moment.
I like that, man. Sometimes you got to create your own inspiration.
Yeah.
Because you record yourself as well. What is your vocal chain for like the geeks out there? Is it what's your compressor, your pre, your mic? What is like what's the vocal chain?
I don't know. He
knows.
He blessed me with the template, and I just go.
You just go in and record yourself.
Yeah.
So important, man. Obviously, recently you said people have been testing your name. When something like that happens, let's say like the Joe Budden situation, does that put even more of a battery in your back to just shut motherfuckers up?
That I really feel like that was just that's just entertainment. It's a plot twist.
Right.
Like after that, we supposed to do an interview.
Okay. I
don't take that serious.
It was at a certain point in time, you kind of understand you're entertaining the fans. You're entertaining the narrative without it taking it to a
I think he's somebody who studied the game. He studied the music industry.
Right.
I think it was just to get me talking.
It worked. Yeah. It worked. It's so crazy. I feel like you've been so successful despite kind of being as anti quote-unquote industry as possible. And I mean that in a positive way. Because I feel like most artists, they do their best to try to play the game. They do their best to try to show up and show face. Go to events, hang out in LA, go to Grammy parties. None of that shit has ever mattered to you. You've always been very authentic when it comes to just the relationships you have with the artists, the features you do.
I tried playing the game before, but that shit don't work for nobody like me, I guess. Then another thing, I don't want to get caught up in all that.
Now the industry shit, it will consume you, man. I've seen it happen with a lot of people.
Yeah, and even like with the fans, like, man, you gotta learn, you just entertainment. You're a movie. It's either a good one or a bad one. And you're gonna get called out.
That's true. And I think most people need to understand that that's what this is.
Yeah, like, man, you just entertainment. You gotta know when the joke's on you.
It's crazy because at a certain point in time, I started noticing young kids having birthday parties themed after you. That's gotta be as crazy as like seeing a grown up with your face tatted on. Because there's a lot of those.
I actually seen a kid funeral themed after me.
I think I saw that.
And that fucked me up, man.
How'd that make you feel?
I never knew it was that serious.
It's that serious, man. Your fans are I would say, probably the most committed bunch. But I think that I appreciated the fact that you're starting to kind of be self-aware, to be like, you know what, like it's that serious for a lot of kids.
At this point, it's really strictly entertainment.
Yep.
I wish I could have had her dressed up for you. Her nails painted red, her hair dyed red, and her tail red.
She looks great, bro.
Yeah, we kind of just got in regular, whatever.
So you have different clothes for the horse?
Yeah. I just was crazy. I just talked to Shine. I'm trying to get a diamond everything, man.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Bling out the horse?
For sure.
One of one in Utah.
It's my daughter.
I love it, man.
It's my second child that I'm only on child support for.
That's great. That's what's up, man. So how often do you ride, how often do you take her out and ride her?
I actually been up there going crazy behind it, man. I've been focused on music so much, I ain't been getting to spend as much time with her.
Right.
And when I brought it to my bro attention, he was like, yeah, I've been saying the same thing. Mom! Mom? Hey, I can smoke a cigarette in here? I can smoke a cigarette right here? I don't give a fuck about this. I'm trying to move in the middle of the water, kid.
Do you have thoughts about what happens after rap?
I'm kind of set on going to jail right now, so I don't really think about too much.
Hey, you want me to put you over here? When you say you're set on going to jail, what do you mean? Like going back? Like you think that that's just in your fate?
I used to live my life. I mean, let it bother me and shit like that. You create the bed, you make the bed you lay.
So that's kind of where you're at.
I ain't ready to go back to prison.
Why be going through his legal problems right now? He just pled guilty, got his 27 months, he still got his other case. Have you guys talked?
Yeah, I don't heard that talk while he was in jail. Man, talk. He last time I hollered at him, he in the cell still trying to give me stuff. I'm like, man, talk. You in jail, man. I can't. You feel me? Bruh, see, a lot of people probably wonder why talk and myself and a couple more people, they probably wonder how we always dodge stuff. Cause sometimes in life, when your heart weigh more than your soul, bruh, you gonna forever be blessed. That's why he always come out on top. That's why I like the name Top for him, because
you to be 24 years old with 88 acres of land, like Fee was like, no, that whole mountain, yeah, that's all his. Nigga, what?
A mountain?
No, nigga, that whole mountain, all this shit right here is his? Yeah.
It's like what to do though. This shit so.
I call my motherfucking wife, baby, we gotta move, baby. Fuck that shit.
This shit boring.
These 24-year-olds got mountains and shit.
Would you ever testify against anybody?
man, bet, bro.
I'm just asking you to ask. Like, I feel like I know your answer already.
Man, I ain't trying to do shit but believe in God and shame the devil, my nigga. All that other shit, I ain't bit, bro. You bit, bro, man. I ain't with none of that shit. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't like that you on here asking me about this shit, cause it seem like when y'all get to asking shit like this, shit like this go to playing out and happening, and clips like this go to rewinding.
I only ask you that nobody could bring it up and say that they don't know.
All that you just brung up and every negative thing that I didn't like, that I feel like could be a sort of line bad luck curse type thing, guess what, boy? I cancel that and send that back to the pits of the hellfire. None of that's gonna happen to me. All let's rebuke that shit gone off me. You tripping. Tripping.
How do you inspire?
I was disappointed in the motherfucker that boy beat that K. I was hoping he was going right back to jail. I swear I was. I ain't bullshit. I know it's a lot of people say, man, I wouldn't wish jail on my worst enemy. I don't know what kind of person you is. I wish jail on anybody. But I was sure wishing jail on that motherfucking me, Cantrell boy, Cantrell. Yeah, I'm mad at the motherfucker. This nigga didn't go to jail. I'm scared now. I don't know. Listen, this what I'm gonna say. He can't go back to playing gangster after putting that makeup on his face and how makeup make him feel good and all that type of shit. He can't go being gangster now. If he go back to being gangster, should no other rapper take him serious? Yeah, if he go back to talking about he want to fight and we go request to have the makeup NBA Youngboy back with that white makeup on, with that lipstick and that fingernail polish. We want him.